Hi everyone, it's Megan. Thanks for joining me. Tonight I'm going to be sharing with you my Bath & Body Works Candle Day haul. So if you're interested in seeing what I got, let's go. All right, so my stores opened at 6 a.m. They were both standalone stores, at least the ones closest to me, but I didn't actually get into store until about 9:30 a.m. And to be completely honest, I didn't really feel like the store was that crowded, and I kind of don't think that there was a line or anything, at least not at the store that I went to. It was very fully stocked at 9:30, and then I actually ended up going back to the same store later today, back at when it was 4:30, and I still felt like it was still really well stocked. A lot of the smaller numbers of candles, like candles left over from summer and Halloween, were still there. So I don't know if it's just my store that I went to, but I felt like there were people there and it was busy, but I didn't feel like it was super, super crowded. Not like I've seen in years past, and also from what I've heard from other people, from other YouTubers. So maybe it'll be a lot more crowded on Saturday because it was Friday, people are working. Maybe it's just the area that the store was in. I don't know. But that was my experience, and I'm gonna try and not go tomorrow for different reasons that I'll talk about later. But anyway, let's get into this. So I am a newbie when it comes to the Bath & Body Works reward app. I did not realize that when you sign up for the app, since it's all connected, your name and your address and stuff, that the mailer coupons that they send you, the paper mailer coupons, are linked to your app. So I thought going in that I could use the app coupon and then do another purchase and use the mailer coupon. The person that I talked to checking me out at the register also didn't know that they're linked. So she helped me separate them into two transactions. And it wasn't until the second transaction where the coupon wouldn't go through that we read the fine print. She talked to our manager and we confirmed that yes, they are actually linked to each other. So once I had used one of those coupons, that was it. So that's not a big deal in the sense that, like, I understand. I'm not trying to, like, I didn't try to argue for it or anything else, because, like, that's the fine print, I got 10 off of 40. I didn't get it 10 off of 40 twice because the coupons were linked. No big deal. But because of that, since I had done two purchases, I only had 8 candles. So 4 candles for each purchase. And in order to hit that $40 mark before tax, I did end up getting pocket backs. So I did get the Iced Cinnamon Rolls pocket back in one transaction. And then in the second transaction, which I know, thinking back, I didn't need to get the pocket back because I no longer needed to hit the $40 threshold. But I forgot to tell the person at the register to take this off. So I ended up getting the Strawberry Snowflakes pocket back. I know you can get pocket backs for $1, but they're still only $1.95, and I mean, I'll use it, so it's not a big deal. So in the first transaction, I got 2 candles, which you will not see here because I've already returned them. The first one was Butterfly, and the second one was Into the Night. They were 2 candles that, to me, on YouTube, at least the few people that I was watching kind of promoting and talking about Candle Day, seemed like they were hyping it up. And just in general, I kind of got the impression that these candles are low quantity and also highly desired because they are home fragrance candle versions of the body care. And so I bought into that. I like Butterfly, and I thought I liked Into the Night. So I ended up purchasing those 2. I did smell all of the, like, body care fragrances as candles. So I smelled Diamond Bright, or whatever that one is, Gingham, Japanese Cherry Blossom, all the candles that they had based off of the body care. I smelled those, and Butterfly and Into the Night were the 2 that in that moment seemed best for me. So I took those home, and it turns out they're way too strong for me. They're a little bit too perfumey, which is fine as a fragrance mist, fine as body care, but as a home fragrance where the scent will linger, I know that for me, and especially for my husband with his sensitive nose, who doesn't like lingering perfumey scents, like they make him cough, I knew that those 2 candles were just going to be not good for our family. So I decided to take those back. So those were the first 2 candles from transaction 1, where where I did use the 10 off of 40 coupon. The other 2 candles that I got were 2 of the mashup candles. So I got the cinnamon spice vanilla and hot cocoa and cream, and that's this candle here. And this one has notes of decadent milk chocolate, ground cinnamon, and vanilla bean. So this one, to me, the milk chocolate and the vanilla are the predominant notes. And you can kind of get a little tiny bit of the cinnamon scent, but it's way in the background. I'm interested to see if that cinnamon scent comes out a little bit more when we burn it. I really like this, but like I said, right now it's mostly hot cocoa and cream scent, and I really like that. So, but it's less chocolatey and more creamy, if that makes sense. The other mashup that I ended up getting was the cinnamon stick and Waikiki Beach coconut. This one has scent notes of vanilla, fresh coconut cream, dash of nutmeg, and cinnamon stick. So like the other candle, this one, the vanilla and the fresh coconut cream are the predominant notes, and I don't really get any nutmeg, and the cinnamon is very much a background note, very light. It's not and I can't even tell what kind of cinnamon it is, because it's a background note. So again, I'm interested to see how this performs and if the cinnamon and the nutmeg come out a little bit more. But right now, that creaminess of the coconut just is kind of the main scent with this little extra something in the background. These 2 candles are actually, nope, not that one. These 2 mashup candles, at least these specific ones, I don't know if it's because of the like vanilla and the cinnamon, I don't know. They're both, to me, kind of lighter scents, which I'm totally okay with because, you know, as I mentioned, really perfumey, strong scents that linger in the air, I actually would prefer if they don't. I actually have been trying to burn through, I have like this much of the candle left, of pumpkin apple from I think last year or maybe even 2020. And it's so strong. Like it's such a strong, like fall spiced apple scent that apparently it like stuck to my clothes. And when I went and I was like, I kind of smell like a cinnamon apple scent, but I didn't really think anything of it. And then when I got to work, one of my coworkers was like, it smells like cinnamon apples in here. And I'm like, you know, I had a candle that I was burning that had that scent. And he's like, well, it smells good. And I'm like, okay, thanks. But in my head, I kind of didn't want to smell like cinnamon apples. So anyway, candles that don't linger in the air and apparently on my clothes, I would very much prefer. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on those mashup candles just on cold sniff. So that was the first transaction. In the second transaction, I got this one. So this was one of the first candles that I saw. It's Enchanted Candy Potion. This one has notes of spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, whipped pixie dust, and then the essential oils. This is just a very sweet, light, sugary, like sweet smell. I have the body care in this, or at least the fragrance mist, and I really liked it. And I do actually really like this as the candle as well. This was the only one that I saw. I saw 3 Halloween candles, this one and 2 Vampire Blood. The 2 Vampire Blood were both there at 4:30 in the afternoon. And I had originally saw them at 9:30 in the morning. But this one I did go ahead and pick up. I do really like that packaging. I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the Halloween candles this year, but I am glad that I was able to pick that one up. And then the other, one of the other kind of regular ones that I got was the banana bundt cake. And this one is sweet banana, toasted walnut, and fresh cinnamon. This one has a little bit of that candied banana scent, like the Runts banana candies. And I kind of like that. And then a little bit of the walnut and cake note comes out, or well, I guess there's no official cake note, but the walnut comes out afterwards. And I do like it. It does smell kind of like a banana cake. I've actually burned through one of these completely before. I remember I had problems with the wicks on that one and the pooling of the wax. But generally, I did like it. And I liked it enough that I ended up getting another one of the candles now. And then the last two candles that I got were Black Cherry Merlot, and because I love this packaging. I actually hadn't smelled this before until today. This one has notes of dark cherry, black raspberry, and sumptuous Merlot. Now, the first scent that I get is this very effervescent kind of note to it, and then the dark cherry kicks in. To me, the dark cherry and then the sweetness of the raspberry are the predominant notes, along with that effervescence. But there's a little bit of a slight floral, shampoo-y scent in the background. Hold on. Yeah, there's a little bit of like a shampoo-y scent in the background that kind of like lingers in the back of my throat. It's kind of weird to explain it like that, but I think this one will be okay. I'm hoping this one will be okay. I think because it's so fruit predominant that it will not be overwhelmingly perfumey and too cloying like I'm afraid that Butterfly and Into the Night would have been. And I really like this packaging, that like Celestial Stardust Galaxy packaging, and then the lid was really pretty as well. And then the other one that I got was Sugared Snickerdoodle, and this one has notes of warm spice, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk, and this just smells like a buttery snickerdoodle cookie. So really nice. I like this one. I do have a buttery cookie scent that has mint. I forgot what it's called. It's from last year and it's in a single wick, and I really don't like it. It's started to take on like a burnt gasoline-y smell, and I can't tell if it's because it's in the single wick, which I've been having trouble with the single wicks pulling out correctly, or if it's the mint scent, because I know historically I've had trouble with mint where the scent just turns on me. I think it's the mint. I think Bath & Body Works mint just does not go with my nose at all. It ends up smelling gasoline-y to me, or just being really too overwhelming. So I'm hoping it's the mint and not the kind of vanilla cookie note, because I really like this one and I don't want that scent to be affected. So those are all the candles I got, 8 candles total. Now, those 2 candles that you didn't see, I ended up going back this afternoon and exchanging them out because I'm not super confident in the exchange policy, and I wanted to make sure that I exchanged the candles I didn't like out when I could, when all of the candles were still $9.95, and I could then get that discount. Because remember, the candles I didn't like were part of the first transaction, so they got the 10 off of 40. They ended up being $7.56, I think, after $7.50 something, and I wanted to make sure I got that exchange so I could still get them at the $7.56 price point. So I ended up getting a second Black Cherry Merlot. So now I have 2. And then I also got a second sugared Snickerdoodle. So now I have 2. So now I have one that on the receipt has a $7.56 price point and the regular $9.95 price point. Anyway, the point being in all of this is that the reason why I did this is because I wanted to get 2 scents that I was fairly confident that I liked and would end up keeping, and that I was also confident would still be in stock when I went this afternoon, and both of those were. So I think what I'm going to do for the second, the pricier, the $9.95 set of the Sugared Snickerdoodle and Black Cherry Merlot candles, I think I'm just going to return those, and that will bring my candle count down to 6, which is about $60. That's reasonable, I feel, for my candle budget. And then also in terms of number of candles, I already have quite a few candles. I already have all of my holiday scents from last year, so I don't need any more holiday scents. These were just kind of unique, different scents that I wanted to try. And for someone who doesn't burn through her candles very quickly, 6 is more than enough for me. So these 2 I'm going to put aside, and then after candle day is over, I'm going to return these. I'm not going to go into Bath & Body Works tomorrow on Saturday because I just don't want to be part of the crowd and fall into the hype and the energy of everyone buying candles, where I end up buying more candles, which is not at all what I want. So that is my haul. That's my limit. 8 candles right now, but it is going to go down to 2 candles. These 2 I am going to return. And so in total I spent $50, a little bit over $50 if you account that for that 10 off of 40 coupon. And I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Well, that is my candle haul. I would love to hear down in the comments below if you purchased from Bath & Body Works during their Candle Day sale yet. And if so, what candles did you get? And if you haven't yet, are you going to be purchasing things tomorrow? I also noticed that Goose Creek was doing a $9.95 candle sale, and Yankee Candle is actually a store that's close to the Bath & Body Works that I went to. They were doing a Candle Day sale. I don't know what the price was, but they did say Candle Day sale. So you can definitely see the other candle companies trying to compete with Bath & Body Works. So maybe you purchased from one of those places, or are you budgeting for the holidays and just decided to skip out on Candle Day? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you would like to see more videos from me and you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, I would love it if you did that. And then also, if you like this video, click the like button, and that lets me and YouTube know that you enjoyed this video and kind of helps the algorithm out. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.